Today's video is about a hydrogen fuel cell. The hydrogen fuel cell has a platinum electrode and it splits the water that it will contain into oxygen and hydrogen, which are collected in these vessels. First of all, we need to inject some distilled water into the cell. So using a syringe, we can inject some water in and then close that off with a stopper. And that needs to be done about 3 minutes before you start. Next, we're going to connect the power up. We've got a AA battery, or 2 AA batteries. We're going to connect the leads to the sockets on the fuel cell and start electrolysis in the fuel cell. I'm going to switch on. There's sort of bell-shaped compartments in these containers that the gases will collect in. The level on the outside at the moment is at 0. If you get down level with it, it's 0. And I'm going to switch on now. And nothing much seems to be happening, but after a few minutes, we can just see hydrogen coming through this tube, displacing the water. It will soon get into the collection vessels, and it's coming through this one as well. And we will start to see the levels in the outer containers rise and gas collect in the middle. Now, this kit did come with a wind generator, but rather than running a fan and trying to do it in the lab, we use a battery pack to supply the power for the electrolysis. Now you can measure the amounts of gases produced. You can see that at the moment we're on 2, I assume they're centimetre cubed of hydrogen and 1 centimetre cubed of oxygen. You'll need to let it run for a few minutes. I'm going to stop it so we get a bit more gas collected. We don't want any air that was in the system to begin with affecting the result. So after about 5 minutes, we've now got 10 centimetre cubed of hydrogen and about 5 of oxygen. I'm going to turn the power off and remove the connectors from this fuel cell. I'm going to move the camera back a little bit because we've got a fan here, a small DC motor. If I plug this into the fuel cell, it will reverse the electrolysis. So the hydrogen and oxygen are being combined back into water and driving the motor, which is driving the fan. And the levels will gradually go down. It should power the fan until we get a much lower amount of gas in there. You can see it works for quite a while, and it's based on the fuel cell technology used in cars, possibly. In here there's a platinum gauze that you can probably see that is doing the electrolysis. So the levels are dropping slowly in the containers as the gas goes back into the cell and is recombined, producing electrical power.